It is a high-risk decision for a lot of women to get into politics. It's fundraising, it's conflict, it's putting yourself out there, it's exposing your family.
There are only 2 women on the county board, so the 3 women that are running for the county board. In open seat, Donna Miller. So we have the opportunity to more than double the women on the county board in this election. The only reason they're here tonight is they normally would be out knocking on somebody's door. Delara Saeed, who's running for the state rep district that is being vacated by Julianne Stratton. There's a little bit of wave of momentum around electing female candidates.
Bridget Gaynor started Cause the Effect Chicago a few years ago. Cause the Effect is a local organization with a model that can be applied anywhere. The aim is to get women politically engaged and to spark change locally.
A record number of women are running for office this year, including nearly 500 who have their sights set on the nation's capital.
Despite those record numbers, there's still more men than women who consider running. A 2017 American University and Politico survey looked at about 2,000 people. For Democrats, 24% of women considered running for office, compared with 35% of men in their party. For the GOP, 20% of women considered it, compared with 41% of men. Examples of discrimination that women in politics faced can make the field less appealing to others. Take this NBC interview with Senator Claire McCaskill, who recalls her experience when trying to get a bill passed.
I cautiously approached the very powerful Speaker of the Missouri House of Representatives. And he looked at me and he paused and he said, "Well, did you bring your knee pads?"
Another study from American University shows women underestimate their own qualifications more often than men and are less likely to be asked to run compared with men. Gaynor is one of the women ready to take on the challenge. She's running for re-election as a commissioner in Cook County, Illinois, and she wants to inspire change.
All of a sudden, you go to the Women's March, and you're surrounded by 300,000 people who are saying they care about the same things you care about. They're mad about the same things you're mad about. They want to see change in the same things you want to see change.
Because the answer is elect more women.
And so it does really give you confidence to say, like, okay, I'm not alone here. Like, I'm going to have not just, a base, I'm going to have an army.
As a woman candidate running this year, what it means to be out here is that we see the wave happening. So many women are running in record numbers, younger women, older women, people who've just never thought about it before. So for me, it's like the culmination of events of my whole life. I've always been involved in politics, even though my background is in healthcare. So when I see the disparities in healthcare, I'm wondering why we can't do something about it. We're still fighting battles where women we don't run because we need to be asked to run. But then when we do run, we're not supported in the same way men are. But women need to organize around women's campaigns so that we can see that we have our base solidified the minute we start running.
When I think about someone who's my ideal candidate, it's someone who has a deep grounding in the mission of social change. What do we want to accomplish? What do we really want to do? Make this world a better place. But you've got to be pragmatic. You have to know how to use the levers that are with you. So maybe that's activism, maybe that's people, maybe that's alliances. Because, look, you learn early on, especially as an organizer, like you can be righteous or you could be effective. I want somebody who's both.
I had my husband, community influencers, and a couple of volunteers say to me, "How about running for this seat?" And this time I didn't say hell no. This time I said, let's go. We submitted our petitions November 27th at the State Board of Election. There were 6 people who submitted the petitions, and 3 of them were women, and all 3 of their petitions were challenged. Unacceptable, but reality. One of the women dropped out. The other 2 fought and are now on the ballot. Then we went into a phase where the women on the ballot were asked to step down so that the party could support their own male candidate. And again, the 2 of us are still on the ballot. And that went on from like August to December. So I'll knock on a door and somebody will open it. And you can see the curiosity in their eyes. You can see the, hey, I've never met someone like you, and I certainly didn't think that she would be standing at my doorstep. And then we start talking. The idea that, I am a woman who is trying to straddle between being a mom, a wife, a businesswoman, and now a candidate, right? Resonates with women. Being a Muslim American, being a woman, being a teacher, being a mother, all of these identities of mine need representation in our legislation. And so this is why this is a critical, important moment to run. All the identities I bring are identities that are needed at our state legislature.
Of course, running for office means a lot of planning.
I thought this was really comprehensive. So if you just put next to it each person who's supposed to do it.
And getting the word out on the ground. Donna Miller continues to pound the pavement. Despite her husband and kids' support, she said campaigning has taken a toll on her and her family, but the desire to represent the needs of her community keeps pushing her forward. Miller, Saeed, and Gaynor are all hoping November midterms bring more women to the halls of government.
For me, what I really think about when I think about building a pipeline for the future, it's how do we start seeding in women at all these layers throughout local government.